leading the league in points from 3 points, and also Memphis leading the league in points in the paint. Who is going to win out tonight?
Grizzlies win the tap with possession. How do they begin? Up top! On his first offering of the night. Memphis, we know, leads the league in points in the paint on average. It's a team, GA, that gets those easy baskets. Brooks outside. Jonas Valanciunas. He hits.
That's a great sign because Valanciunas has had such a terrific season. Really didn't get as many opportunities maybe in that last game, and it'll be a challenge for him going up against the potential defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert.
This is Bojan backed as he gets Utah's first points.
And a lot of what could have been had he been in that lineup as Valanciunas misses on the triple last season. Injury riddled, and he has been so good for them in providing balance on that starting five. So on that one, beautiful.
Doesn't have loads of athleticism like so many other players at this. Bogdanovich guarded by Anderson. Outside, Conley. What a game he played in Game 3 the other night for Utah. Bogdanovich, the driving kick. This is Conley on his first take, and he hits.
Oh, really good defense there until the last initiation of that drive as Brooks on the attack against Gobert, able to deter him on that one.
Jazz have hit 5 of their first 6. Good offensive start for both teams. Here's Royce O'Neal. He has been deadly. I've just watched the Washington Wizards strike in that series as they have taken Game 4 on a night that Joel Embiid left.
Basketball team, and hopefully he's healthy and able to get back as the Sixers have some big plans this year.
Good offensive start by the Utah Jazz. 6 of their first 8. Jumped out to that 5-point lead. Spiro Ditas, Greg Anthony, rest of our TNT crew. Game 4 with Utah looking to take a stranglehold on this series.
And that was probably the first contested shot that the Jazz have had
over his last 9 games of the season.
And how good has he been in this postseason? Right, I mean, he has been special. You could argue he almost single-handedly won Game 1 for him with some of the things he was able to do. Obviously,
Mitchell.
That was a terrific play by Mitchell defensively, coming back with the help.
And then Mitchell showing the handle. It's 10. Off target from deep that time. Now defending Bogdanovich. Step back baseline jumper. No. Rebound Valanciunas. Brooks.
Yet to incorporate Rudy Gobert at the rim, and that's something they've got to start doing.
Right on cue, they go to Gobert. It's stripped. Desmond Bane to steal. For him, as we talked to Quinn Snyder before the game, towards the end of last season, according to Snyder. And what a season it has been. His points per game average back up to where it normally has been. You know he can stroke it. The big man stepping out. Bangs down his first 3 of the night.
I'll tell you, that was a great play by John Morant and a terrific job of creating at you are the Jazz. Niang there knocking down the triple.
George Niang, 16th in the league in 3-point accuracy this season. And a hot shooting for both teams. And a good sign with back-to-back buckets.
I mean, only 11 games during the regular season. So difficult to get reacclimated. And he is slowly but surely.
Knee injury cost him 61 games. The left knee scope. Long road back. Tonight playing in only his 14th game since coming back.
And it's really tough for a young player because he's still in the process of establishing who he is.
Can this young upstart Grizzlies squad punch back and tie this series at 2 games apiece? Jackson,
I should say, and able to deliver that one in rhythm.
Second 3 for Jackson. Anderson the steal. And Ingles takes it right back. Here's Niang. Here's Niang. The cross-court pass now into the corner. Clarkson and Conley will sit. Mitchell and Favors check back in for Quinn Snyder. See the low turnover numbers so far. We're able to play in that play-in game for the 8th spot last year, so they started to lay the foundation. And what?
Depending on whether or not Jenkins feels like he can get him back out there. Remember, he did foul out of a game already in this series.
So really the first stressful moment now for the Grizzlies. They're down 6. 8 to shoot. Mitchell with Allen on his hip. Shot no.
And another good job defensively. The offense starting to get a little stagnant for Utah. Ball movement not nearly as crisp.
GA on Anthony Davis in that groin injury.
That is going to be huge and just a
Utah was up 6. Since then, 8 straight points by Memphis. They've retaken the lead.
Right, and Utah, again, a little sloppy with the basketball, a little careless at times. And starting
now 3 of 9 shooting and 0 of 3 from deep. Valanciunas. Good look at it, not that time. As we come up on a 3-minute mark. O'Neal.
3 to fall, and that just ignites them offensively.
Told you about O'Neal's 3. As Morant unable to answer. So Utah is 8 of 15 from deep. He only hit 2 threes, and that kind of leads you into the uniqueness of Ja's game. His ability to get into the paint. Greg with that slight frame of his, call him a bona fide star. Just a meteoric rise for this Memphis franchise.
Wow. Did you see that rebound by Donovan Mitchell?
Steps into the 3. Has that 3-point.
They just are so consistent in terms of their ability to shoot that 3 ball.
That was Utah's 10th 3 of the night. Final 24 seconds. The Utah Jazz trying to take a 3-second difference. Shots again. Clock. Here comes Morant. Elevates over Gobert.
And I get I'm thinking that they probably made that a point of emphasis to Quinn Snyder and his coaching staff. They're like,
guys,
no doubt about it. It's a perfect marriage. And, you know, what he's talking about, and great defense there by Valanciunas.
Morant. That's a reverse broadcast.
Yeah,
those are impressive.
It happens.
Those are very impressive when they happen.
You see the second youngest team, and the foundation without a doubt being established.
Utah's lead down to 1. Here comes Mitchell into the paint. No. Gobert up, puts it down somehow. This year was just so good for them. Career year in terms of the numbers. But all the veteran leadership he's brought, all the
he's just does a lot of things really well. You know, can make the face used to be electric from beyond the arc for the Jazz. And you know, he's also an incredible screener and finisher, which are things by Ja Morant with the left. Wow.
The dynamism in Ja's game, something to behold. Morant with 17, Mitchell with 18. Not that time for the 21-year-old phenom. 7-point Utah lead.
Potential superstar caliber player, especially in the postseason, is the ability to score against great defense. And that's something when things start to break down, when you played a team 4, 5, 6 times, tendencies and all those, you know, maybe 6, 8 possessions a game where you got to have a great player just go make a basket. And that's what Donovan Mitchell has been doing here tonight. And we saw it on full display last season in the bubble.
Utah has its largest lead of the night after Memphis quarter. Big basket for Memphis. Grayson Allen. Then the Utah turnover. Here comes Morant. Full head of steam to the cup.
He's come, but it's about the rules and what's right, and it's the right call, unfortunately, for Memphis.
See that run by Utah. Mitchell with 10 of his 23rd.
They've moved Dylan Brooks over now to guard Jordan Clarkson, which is no easy task. And another turnover.
Morant to steal, so Brooks stays in the game. And the rebound cleared by Valanciunas. That pass intercepted by O'Neal. Little 2-on-1. Got a fingertip on it. Much needed defense from Melton. That's a 3. No. And the rebound by Clarkson.
And Melton capable of knocking that down, but probably could have gotten a much better opportunity on that possession.
Here comes Morant into the teeth of the defense. Can't put it down. Flicks it right back up. He misses again. Jackson, hard put back.
And I love that by athleticism and size to have an impact in the paint.
Again, that Utah ball movement. That's Murray State, and the rest has been history. What a pass to
Conley made him pay.
That's an expert pass by Conley. That's what he does. Jackson on a 3, no. Jaren Jackson is now 2 of 8 from deep. This is Clarkson. That's a 3.
Donovan Mitchell to prevent the layup.
And how about Dylan Brooks staying in the game after picking up his 4th personal late 3rd quarter? Has been under control. And Utah protecting a 5-point lead. Mitchell. Melton wants to push. That's a 3. Splash!
What right now for this Grizzlies team? And that last possession, I'd like to see a little bit more ball movement by Utah, not allowing the defense to load to the ball.
Conley,
he's stopping a transition opportunity with his defense there.
There's Melton. Follows his own miss. And look at that shooting from the Jazz in the 4th. Morant. Conley picks his pocket.
And that's what we just talked about. You don't want turnovers. You got to get looks at the basket and have good execution offensively.
Mike Conley, the longtime Grizzly who has been saved.
Weakness. That's not your strength in terms of three-point shooting. Play to it.
Outside Bogdanovich. No good. Offensive rebound, O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Another 3. Got it. We've touched on Memphis's youth. There's so much inexperience. They haven't had many guys in these moments. Brooks, boy, halfway down, popped out. That'll be a goaltend. On go
here, it may be a quick foul on Gobert and see if he can continue. Oh, no.
They turn it over. Well, they bothered the inbounds just enough. And a huge, costly turnover for the Grizzlies, and that could be it.
Yeah, and now you want a foul, but obviously you don't want to foul Bogdanovich.
A lot of time
for Memphis.
Brooks wins the tip. 20 seconds. Morant has to hurry. Jackson launches a 3 and hits into the Grizzlies. Again, Memphis down to their final timeout. The inbound of Mitchell finally getting age of 30. Was a complete unknown in basketball circles. During that Robert Parra initiated a couple of years ago. Tayshaun Prince serving in the front office. Glenn Grunwald, Rich Cho, a couple of former GMs.
And you want to make sure once you identified your foundational pieces of surrounding them with players who fit and complement who they are. And I tell you what a compliment to